What's up, everybody? Joe White here, and today I want to talk about how, as of last night, Jey Uso and Gunther just got screwed out of a WrestleMania main event. And now, I love me some CM Punk, okay? I am a CM Punk fan. For no more reason than, and I know this is going to sound really bad, as my phone goes off in the background, I was already a Punk fan long before, going all the way back to his ROH days. Okay? So I've been a ride or die CM Punk fan since the very beginning. And it even got stronger when he came in and absolutely killed AEW. They're never going to get back to the level they were when he was there. So it's just thank you, Punk. That's all I got to say. But anyway, and yes, for the umpteenth time, people are going, Joe White, you just want to see stupid Mark Joe White. Joe White, you're stupid Mark. You just want to see AEW die. Yeah, I do. Your point is anyway. Um, sorry, I've been to two AEW shows since they started in the last 5-6 years now. And the first show it was the episode of Dynamite where Punk fought Wardlow, and then I went to AEW Revolution last year, Sting's last match, Greensboro, and I had such a horrible experience at that one that I swore to myself that I would never ever go to another AEW show again. But anyway, that's not the reason for this video. I think that Punk and Rollins and Roman have screwed over Jey Uso and Gunther. Those title matches, your world title and the guys, go the speed limit out here. Golly. And the WWE Universal title should be your main events. Night one and night two, however you want to put them. We know that Cena versus, well, we don't know. They haven't made it official, so let me just backtrack on that one. We can speculate, and we have a pretty good idea that, golly, Nebraska, fix your roads. I'm sitting here rolling through Omaha, and this I-80 over here is horrible. We can pretty much speculate and come to the conclusion that Cody Rhodes versus John Cena is main eventing night two. We can argue that Cena coming in and this heel turn has not been, what we all thought it was going to be. We've gotten the same old 2 weeks in a row now with his promos. And while there should be new music and new look and everything like that, they're not giving it to us for stupid reasons. But last night on SmackDown really, really it really kind of pissed me off because, first off, it makes the Royal Rumble seem less than. It really does. Here they have a new star in Jey Uso. Yes, he's had main events before, but the Royal Rumble usually takes you over the top and cements you as a main event player. Yeah, he can call himself main event Jey Uso, but he hasn't really been a main event guy. And the stuff with Gunther, beating the crap out of him week after week after week, and Jimmy Uso saying, "Hey, you can't beat this guy on your own. Bob, you need to, not like you are now. You need to get your mind right and all this stuff." It's been pretty good, but for whatever reason, they don't think they can main event the damn night one of this show. And last night on SmackDown, they cemented that and pretty much told all the fans that CM Punk and Rollins and Roman Reigns take precedent over the World Heavyweight title match. That's what that tells me. That they don't think that Gunther and Jey Uso can main event that show and pull it off. You just cut the legs out from under your World Heavyweight title match. You just cut the legs off of your number 2 pay-per-view of the year, which is the Royal Rumble. Or is it number 3 behind SummerSlam? I think Rumble is number 2. But you just cut the legs off that Rumble match as well. Because you just told everybody that, okay, the whole thing about the Rumble is you get the main event WrestleMania if you're in that title match. If you win that Rumble, you get the main event WrestleMania. Well, now you don't. And everybody's saying, oh, one main event, they got 3 main events, they got 2 main events. That's what drove Punk to dip out of the company in the first place. The main event is the last match on the show. And they just said that they are going to close it out with this damn triple threat between Roman, Rollins, and Punk. Yes, there's history there. Yes, the build to it has been good. But I don't think they should be main eventing either night. Your 2 title matches should be. And one can even contend that night 2, whoever main events night 2, is truly the main event. Whatever goes on last, that caps off the weekend, so to speak. Now, there was, a couple years ago where night 2 or night 1 was better than night 2, the year that Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens main evented. So there is that factor, but I am so baffled right now as to why they just squashed. I'm sorry. They just told you that the World Heavyweight title that Gunther wears, it doesn't matter who has it right now. They just told you that World Heavyweight title does not mean as much as a rinky-dink triple threat match with no stakes. That's what they've told you. And again, I'm a Punk fan. I'm looking forward to the match. It's going to be a good triple threat. Do I think it should be Roman and Rollins maybe in a singles match? Yeah, there's far too many triple threat matches going on right now in WWE. Far too many. Triple H needs to get off the triple threat kick. But it just baffles me how they could take a World Heavyweight title match and make it just seem so much more less than it had been before. Already fans were skeptical about it. Already fans were saying Punk should have won the Rumble. Punk should be in the slot that Jey Uso's in. I kept saying, no, you need to make new stars. You need to push the new guys, the younger guys. And they did it. I was so happy when Jey Uso won that Rumble. And last night, they just killed any momentum that he already had. Any momentum that Gunther had. Now, Gunther's title reign has certainly been less than. The way he's been booked has been, quite frankly, shit since he won that title. Not that many defenses. Stupid little programs that mean nothing. Rarely ever showing up. But they just took whatever little bit of momentum they had, and they squandered it away. They absolutely killed it. They literally just told you in no uncertain terms that it means nothing. That World Heavyweight title means nothing. As far as John Cena goes, this whole business of under the same roof, I don't care. I really don't care anymore about this because it's the same boring crap from John Cena. John Cena always used to say, why am I going to turn heel? Just to have you guys cheer me? Well, guess what? They're not cheering you. They're not cheering you. They're booing you. And, while fans should be booing him, The promos have been lackluster. The presentation of it has been lackluster. The whole reason for you, the catalyst for the heel turn, The Rock, has not been mentioned at all since Elimination Chamber earlier in February. So they've dropped the ball on this one. And this whole crap of WWE is not infallible that Meltzer likes to say, that, there's nothing, they can't do no wrong right now. They're so popular that it doesn't matter. It does matter what they do. This WrestleMania right here sets the tone for the rest of the year. So I look at it this way. If you give us a turd in the punch bowl now, I'm not going to return to the punch bowl later. I'm not going to get my hopes high enough that you're going to dump it out and put fresh punch in there. Because so far, the build-up for this WrestleMania has been lackluster. The greatest thing on the show last night, that promo with, the contract signing, Roman Reigns came off as so annoying last night. check, the OTC. And I'm like, dude, that's not the Roman Reigns that people fell in love with, the goofy, he was one step away from suffering succotash last night. That's not the Roman Reigns that people have fallen in love with over the last 3 or 4 years. That was horrible. That was a horrible performance by Roman Reigns last night. And the crowd itself, the British crowd and all this mess, they need to get the frick out of Europe, man. I know they got one more Raw in London, and then I think they come back to the U.S. Couldn't come back soon enough. I said it with the John Cena thing. I said it from the time it happened. Oh my God, he's not going to appear until the European tour, and it's going to be the worst mistake they've ever made when it comes to the feud, because of the way those crowds are. And guess what? I'm right. Go look at the crowd last Friday on SmackDown, or last Monday on Raw. That crowd was horrible. They could have given 2 craps about Cena. Yeah, they booed him, but it wasn't emotional. It wasn't as organic as it was in Brussels the week before. They made such huge mistakes with this heel turn, in my opinion. From not changing the look, not changing the theme music, to not having it here in the U.S. where that's your home country. Let that be your barometer than a bunch of daggone drunk yahoos who are just happy to see you. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. The only way I could see saving it is if they actually put Gunther and Jay night 2 main event, and they change Cody to the night 1 somewhere, or just don't have Cody in the main event. Because Cody versus Cena does not need to be a main event match. WrestleMania is the draw. People are going to flock there because it is WrestleMania. People are going to watch because it is WrestleMania. But the Royal Rumble winner, in my opinion, should be headlining night 2. Should be the last match of night 2 to cap off of the whole weekend. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and we will see you down the road.
How's the hot dogs, Chuck? The hot dog ain't got that old hard bun. What about the pretzels, Chuck? The pretzels are hard as a rock. He can spit the dentures. And what about the nachos? Oh, my God, the cheese is cold. Old cheese, Shaq. And the chips are stale.
Oh, man. Good one, man.
And the thing is, some places give you good nachos, they put jalapenos. The Suns be putting pickles on it.
Oh, come on, son. How about the parking over there, Chuck?
It's plenty parking. You can buy one of them seats up the top and move right down by center court.